Have you ever just stopped and wondered how your phone seems to read your mind or at least read your emails? Well, today we're pulling back the curtain on that magic. We're going to talk about how we teach computers to actually understand human language, something that powers so much of the tech we use every single day. Okay, so let's start with a little piece of everyday tech magic that you've probably seen 100 times. You get an email, right? It says something like, "Let's meet at the Grind Cafe tomorrow at 3 p.m." And boom, your phone instantly suggests creating a calendar event. How in the world does it know that the Grind Cafe is a place, or that tomorrow at 3 p.m. is a specific time? That's the puzzle we're going to solve today. The secret sauce here is a process called entity extraction, and it's really all about teaching a machine to pick out and classify the important stuff. The names, the places, the dates, from a block of plain text. It's not just about reading words. It's about teaching a machine to read for meaning. So, how do we actually do that? Well, there are a few different ways to go about it, and we're going to start with the most foundational one, the rule-based method. The best way to think about this is like giving the computer a very, very strict rulebook to follow. Here's a great analogy. This approach is kind of like teaching a little kid what a dog is by giving them a super precise definition. You tell them, look, if it has 4 legs, a tail, and it barks, then it absolutely must be a dog. No wiggle room, no exceptions. And in practice, it's a pretty straightforward 3-step dance. First, a person, an expert, defines a very specific pattern. Let's say the classic month/day/year format for a date. Second, the computer just scans through the text, looking for anything that matches that exact pattern. And finally, if it finds a match, it plucks it out. It's simple, it's logical, very direct. But of course, this method has its pros and cons. The huge upside is that it's totally transparent. You know exactly why the machine made its decision, because it was just following the rule you gave it. But the downside, and it's a big one, is that it's brittle. What happens if someone writes the date as just tomorrow or next Tuesday? Your rigid rule would miss it completely. That inflexibility makes it a real headache to scale up and maintain. That inflexibility is a really big problem, right? So what if you need something that can handle the beautiful messiness of human language? Well, that brings us to approach number 2, the machine learning method. This is where we completely switch gears from a rigid rulebook to a student that learns from experience. Let's go back to our dog analogy for a second. Instead of giving the child that strict definition, imagine you just show them 10,000 pictures of dogs, all kinds of dogs, big ones, small ones, fluffy ones, weird-looking ones, and you just let the kid figure out the patterns for themselves. That, right there, is the heart of machine learning. So the most important thing to get here is that these models don't have explicit rules. Instead, they learn to recognize things like a name or a location based on the context, the words surrounding it. They sift through mountains of text and start to notice that, hey, words that come after Mr. or Doctor are probably names, or words near street or avenue are usually places. And this is where things get really cool. We're now using these absolute powerhouse models called transformers. You've probably heard of models like BERT. These things are trained on just unbelievable amounts of data, which lets them understand the super subtle nuances of human language in a way a simple rule never ever could. And the benefits are massive. These models can adapt to slang, to typos, to all the weird ways we communicate, and they can achieve incredibly high accuracy. But, and it's a big but, there's a cost. They need gigantic amounts of labeled training data. That means humans have to go through and tag all the entities first. And actually training these models can be super expensive, needing a ton of computing power. Okay, let's just take a breath and put these two head to head. On one side, you've got the rulebook. It follows strict patterns, doesn't need much data, but needs a smart human to write the rules. And it's perfect for really structured stuff. On the other side is the student. It learns from examples, needs a ton of data, but it's super flexible and amazing for complex, messy language. 2 very different tools for the job. So at this point, you're probably thinking, okay, one seems too rigid, and the other sounds really demanding. So is there a middle ground? You bet there is. And that brings us to our third approach, the hybrid method. This is all about trying to get the best of both worlds. The idea is actually pretty simple and, well, kind of brilliant. You take the clean, predictable power of rules, you combine it with the smart, adaptable power of machine learning, and what you often get is a system with way higher accuracy than either one could get on its own. Let's wrap up our dog analogy. This would be like starting with a simple rule to give the kid a head start, right? If it barks, it's probably a dog. That handles the easy cases. But then you also show them all those thousands of pictures to help them learn the finer details, like how to tell a wolf from a husky. So, what does this actually look like in a real system? Well, in step 1, you use a bunch of simple, fast rules to grab all the low-hanging fruit, things like dates in a standard format or product IDs. Then, in step 2, you unleash the heavy-duty machine learning model to tackle the really tricky, ambiguous stuff, like figuring out if the word apple in a sentence refers to the tech giant or the piece of fruit. So why go to all this trouble? It really comes down to one word: balance. You get the speed and efficiency of rules, plus the flexibility and power of machine learning. That combination often gets you the best possible results. The only catch is that you have to be really thoughtful about the design to make sure the two systems play nicely together. All right, we have covered a ton of ground here. So let's bring it all home and focus on the final takeaway, which is really the big question. How do you know which method to choose? You know what? This table really says it all. If you need to know why a decision was made and your text is pretty predictable, the rule-based approach is your best friend. Its key strength is transparency. If you've got tons of data and need to wrangle some really complex, messy language, then machine learning is the powerhouse you need. Its strength is flexibility. And if you want the best of both, aiming for that perfect mix of accuracy and balance, the hybrid approach is almost always the winner.